It looked like dozens of other accident reports from January 13th. Auburn Police Sergeant Joseph DeVitro's police car was hit by a pickup truck that slid on an icy road. But what the first draft of the official accident report did not include, and what the captain who wrote it did not know at the time, was that DeVitro's teenage daughter and a friend were in the car when it was hit, a violation of city policy. The accident report was later corrected, and DeVitro was disciplined. Days after the crash, the Auburn police chief said it was just poor communication between officers.
I don't believe that there was any attempt to cover anything up. I believe that it was a comedy of errors. I really do.
CNY Central filed a Freedom of Information Act request for reports related to the case. We were given the official accident report, but were told twice by the police chief that Sergeant DeVitro did not file his own report, nor were reports filed by other officers. There was only the one report, which, as you said, came from the captain who arrived on the scene later. His was the only actual report generated from.
Correct.
Now, others in city government say there are more reports, but Auburn's Assistant Corporation Counsel Andrew Fusco would not release them. Fusco said the reports written by Sergeant DeVitro and others about the accident are, quote, considered confidential, and were used by Chief Giannotta in evaluating Sergeant DeVitro's performance. Auburn city manager also confirmed that DeVitro and other officers wrote reports after the crash. He said he read them and used them as part of his internal investigation.
I really can't respond to why the chief would tell you what, certain things didn't exist if in fact they did. I mean, I didn't ask the chief about that. I wasn't aware that he had made that statement.
I spoke with Auburn Police Chief Gary Giannotta on the phone today and informed him that the Corporation Counsel's letter not only references the materials, but says he used those reports to evaluate Sergeant DeVitro's performance. When told of that, Chief Giannotta said he continues to maintain his stance. The report does not exist. The city manager said that while Sergeant DeVitro violated department policy, he does not believe the reports the city wants to keep confidential show a cover-up.
Were they released, I don't think they would change any of the conclusions that I've come to with regard to this incident being a result of a couple situations where communication was inadequate that morning.
The city manager said he planned to talk with the police chief about why the chief has continued to deny that the reports exist. Reporting from Auburn, I'm Alex Dunbar.